Y'all hilarious tonight, man. But all right, y'all, let's go ahead and Twitch Life insurance card. So let's go ahead and speaking of life, the great segue into this, huh? Let's talk about this situation with Little Tay. I know it is that we've reacted to Patrick Cece's video that talked about Little Tay and the whole situation with this. Now, I don't. Does anybody know how old Little Tay is? Like how old she is now? Is 14? Okay. So with anybody it is that knows Little Tay, like, listen, I'm 9 years old and I got a whole lot of money. And like, like this little kid is like, I'm 9 years old and I have a Lamborghini, like this whole thing about with Little Tay and whatnot. And it's like, as somebody it is that's young like that, that's going ahead and just like parading about with this. First of all, how did she get this whole fucking wad of money? And who is her parents? Obviously, the parents or a parent has to have some type of money. Has to come from some type of like revenue of money because there's no way. And come to find out, it was the father. I believe it is. Isn't he like an investor or like a real estate person? Or I think it's both of her parents or something like that. But yeah, a lot of people did not like Little Tay at a very early age, and so it was going around saying it is like she had her and the brother had like died. um, but it was just it was weird. It's very weird to say this. Now TMZ done took removed the post and everything. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this. The hoax of Little Tay. Shout out to Jamari because this is another Jamari vid. Oh, the mother is the real estate. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this. The hoax of Little Tay. Let's get into this damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
Well, a lot of questions this morning after the death of 14-year-old Canadian rapper and social media star Lil Tay.
Hi, T. How are
The
you?
death of the teen, whose real name is Claire Hope, was announced on her verified Instagram account. She gained national attention for her controversial videos where she flaunted a rich lifestyle. The latest post on her Instagram says her brother Jason Tian also died, and their deaths are being investigated. It's not clear when they died or how. Lil Tay moved to LA from Vancouver in 2018 for possible opportunities in the entertainment industry.
So if you were anything like me yesterday, you might be wondering, who is Lil Tay? Back when she was blowing up a couple years ago, I would hear about her from time to time. I know there were a lot of videos made about her and how she was the youngest flexer online, making Instagram and YouTube videos with the fanciest cars, flaunting all this different money, and all the while making sure that the audience knew they did not have as much money as her. I believe that Rice Gum is the one that actually kind of discovered her. He's the one that
Yeah.
first put her on display in front of millions of people.
Yep.
And then followed by that came different news segments. I believe she even worked with Jake Paul. And at one point, she was one of the most poppin' people online, as people immediately questioned who was really behind this persona, and was she being controlled by some sort of family member. Just from the very beginning, it was hard to tell what was real and what was fake when it came to Little Tay. These were the type of videos she'd be making on a daily.
Just got a brand new Jaguar. This car cost me $130,000. Y'all grown man hating on me, but that ain't changing nothing. I still gonna be rich. I'm the youngest flexer of the century, and I'm only 9 years old.
And then you go onto her Instagram, it was really all the same thing. It was all about, holding up stacks of money.
This Lil Tay, let me tell y'all something. This costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet. Everything here be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace. And also, when I was 6 years old, I lived in Atlanta and I was broke as hell. But one day I woke up, I said to myself, I ain't gonna be broke no more. So I got up and I started working hard, moving bricks, and now we be living in the hills. See that view?
Moving bricks at 6 years old, gang. All right, gang. I mean, somebody actually said this in the comments. Moving bricks at 9 is crazy. Like I guess. It's was like, I woke up one day when I was 6 years old, not even like, oh, I want to be rich when it is I grow up. She said, shit, I'm gonna do it now. It's like, I'm gonna get it out of mud one way or another.
Y'all don't have that view, and I'd be holding your mama's rank.
So yeah, making this type of content, she pretty much had gone viral overnight. Whether it was real or fake, these type of videos were just the perfect storm.
Man, for the longest time, man, when I seen her be in these damn cars, I was just like, hey, listen, if you're really about it, go ahead and like turn that motherfucker on and start driving. Then I might actually believe you. Go ahead and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like let somebody be in that motherfucker recording you while this you driving, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about no parking lot type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, really out here driving, and the people is just like, who is this? Like, oh my God, is that she looks so young driving. She looked like it, she could barely see over the steering wheel. I need something like that, then, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is to, like, I'm not advocating this in any form of way, but hey, listen, you know what I mean? It would have made sense for me to be like, all right, cool. I could believe it finally, you know what I mean? But like something about this is like a lot of people really like she got underneath a lot of people's skin by putting out like this content. And I knew something that was just like, all right, she must have came from some well-to-do family and whatnot. It has to be something. And especially where it is like fucking rice gum. Not the biggest fan of rice gum. I don't know him personally and everything like that, but some of the stuff it is, I'm just like, "Aye, gang, okay." You know? You remember when Bad Barbie tried to fight her and oh my God. And you know what's funny? Vicky's actually isn't she I think she's one of the newest member that's gonna be on Baddie East. As of like the new Baddie East that's like going on as right now. Hmm. Same person it is. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm a person of God. This and this. It's like, sis, if you're a person of God, then why are you on the show? Why are you on here? I'm confused.
Whether it was real or fake, these type of videos were just the perfect storm to get a massive amount of impressions. There she is in a music video with
Rice Gum definitely said some horrible ass
with
shit.
The Catch Me Outside girl. She's
Justin,
out here with
this is
Whoa Vicky. She just kept appearing in nicer and nicer cars with more and more money. Okay, the flexing was being taken to an all-time high level. And as you guys can see, this was the post on the official Instagram page where they say, "It is with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express this unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome was entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her
When did she
brother's
blow
passing
up?
adds an even more unimaginable
I don't know
depth
what
to
year
our grief.
exactly.
During this time of immense sorrow, we ask for privacy as we grieve this overwhelming loss. As the circumstance surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation, Claire will remain forever in our hearts, her absence leaving an irreplaceable void that will be felt by all who knew and loved her." So once this news broke, it was all over all the various media outlets. Of course, if true, this is obviously a very tragic thing, but this post also made people
2017?
very suspicious, as her brother and other family members have been known to lie for clout over the years. And so people didn't put it beyond them to lie about something as horrible as this. Because a couple years back, in the midst of her blow-up, a raw video actually leaked where you could see her brother feeding her the different lines of what to say during these outlandish videos.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. Redo. You're gonna be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here. Wait, what did he say again?
You still irrelevant, like I said last time. What do I say?
So essentially, this young girl was being coached into this whole character that she had.
Right, more ignorant, bro. Nigga, if that's not motivated, like, what you mean by that? More ignorant, child. Big bro, fucking sellout.
Going on. Obviously, with her brother being the one feeding her the lines in this video, a lot of people suspected he was the one behind the whole account. He was the one behind this whole persona. But then things got really strange when people started suspecting that her mom was actually involved. There was a couple of cryptic messages sent out from her Instagram and YouTube accounts like this one, where it shows a video of little Tay crying and the caption says, "This was the moment in 2018 my mom showed Tay the court order from her father demanding custody, money and control over her career. Starring today, she will be fighting for her life in the Supreme Court of Canada. Tay has no money left to pay for lawyers for fighting for her freedom. Her father has stolen everything from her. She has been physically and mentally abused by her father and his current wife. Please visit the link in the bio for the full story and the GoFundMe, and donate and share. Your donation will go towards Tay's legal fees, giving her a fighting chance at freedom in court. You are Tay's last hope in saving her life from a... And the crazy thing is, with all these different stories going on around her name, no one has ever really known what was real and what was fake, what was a lie and what was the truth. And strangely enough, it seemed like everyone in the family, from the brother to the mom to the father, all kind of played their roles to keep this deception going.
Yep.
Like I said yesterday, this news came out, it was a major story. People started to really look into this whole situation. Okay, they apparently found out that the police say they have no record of some sort of tragedy, they have no record of her death. And it says here even her former manager reportedly shed doubt on the family's statement. Given the complexities of the current circumstances, I'm at a point where I cannot definitively confirm or dismiss the legitimacy of the statement issued by the family. The situation calls for cautious consideration and respect for sensitivities involved. My commitment remains focused on delivering updates that are both reliable and appropriately timed. This post came out from the Daily Loud this morning, where they talk about how people are speculating whether or not she has actually passed away. I found this to be the most interesting thing from this headline, that Little Tay's father, Christopher Hope, declined to confirm his daughter's passing, where he says, yeah, you have the right person, but I don't have any comment right now. And as you guys can see, in a very chilling fashion, the bio to her YouTube account has been changed to Help Me. Alright, so I have to jump into the video right here to hit you guys with this breaking news, because we have recently found out that Little Tay did not actually pass away. There's apparently an update post from the Instagram account where they say, I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours. So they are blaming this whole debacle on being hacked. All I have to say about this whole...
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, gang. What you gonna say? Like, who hacked you? An AI? Like, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. How you gonna sit there and say this? Like, oh yeah, nah. This is some. This gotta be something of a publicity stunt or something. There has to be. There has to be. Cause I'm like, how do you say it is like, oh, this is a tragedy. This is and this. It's like no information. Thank you. I'm saying thank you now because I know somebody gonna put that in the chat. But like this something about this just doesn't make sense, y'all. Like it doesn't make sense. Like this has to be a publicity stunt or something where it is like with money. You know what I mean? I did hear something about like a GoFundMe was going around as of yesterday. I'm just like, damn, like maybe they trying to figure out a way to come up on some money again and everything like that. But like, I don't know, gang. Like, death is not something that is that you kind of use a publicity stunt on. That's very whack. That is extremely whack. You know what I mean? Like, if you down on money, then just say it is that you down on money. I think that'd be a little bit more respected if you did that. But if you going like now, because now niggas don't know what's the truth. They don't know if it is that you was a part of it, the brother was a part of it, the father, the mother, regardless of, you know what I mean? Nobody can able to put like a finger on like, all right, who's to blame for something like this? And that's what makes it a little hard to believe. The family just using Tay at this point. I believe it, but like, does anybody have like an updated photo of Tay? Does anybody know what Tay looks like now at 14? Because all these pictures that I've been seeing of her is just when she was a kid. You know what I mean? She still is a kid. Don't get me wrong. She's only 14, but she can't be that small of a kid like what she used to. You know what I mean? He said this is her parents and brother. Like little Ray has no say, and so it's not fault to her. Ah, okay. Nah, she disappeared from the internet. I mean, there's some like, but the way how it is that she's, I don't know, gang. Like, where do they have her at? Like, I'm pretty sure that she's in Canada and everything like that. Like somebody, like there gotta be some type of paparazzi or something. Oh, Tay. Okay, okay. There has to be something. 'Cause something. I don't know. This story just don't sound right, man. Something with this is just not sounding right to me. It's for sure her brother because he knows too much about with the internet. Well, damn. Like if that nigga is that damn good at like with the internet and shit like that, put that nigga in like the FBI or something. Like damn. It's like the same kid it is that like leaked all that shit for GTA 6 and they charged this little nigga. Like, bro, 16 years old and know how to hack into a system like that. If you don't give this nigga a job, give that man a high tier like top secret agent security job or some shit. You know what I mean? At least do something. Shit. But this just really it's just something off about this story, man.
Whole situation is that people do absolutely anything for clout. It's actually been rumored that Little Tay was going to release some sort of crypto coin today, and this whole hoax death was actually in anticipation for that. In my opinion, she was not hacked. These people were trying to garner attention, and obviously it worked.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
this was
did.
a massive story. Multiple news outlets were covering it as if it was real. And it is truly sad to see the things that people will do for money and attention. Just remember, guys, in this situation, I do not see Little Tay in the wrong at all. She is merely a kid who's been exploited by her very own family time and time again throughout the course of the last couple of years. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful that her and her brother are alive, and this was actually the best possible outcome, but it's still just a very sad situation overall. Either way,
Yeah.
y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. It's been quite some time since I've seen someone online fake their own death, but man,
Right,
the news
like-
cycle surrounding this was pretty insane. Either way, as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other hoaxes out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
Oh man. Again, I just it's just something's just not right about with this. I do agree it is like the family is definitely exploiting this little girl. Um trying to get as much money as possible from her, especially from the amount of like internet attraction it is that she got at a very early age. But like faking a death is like I don't know, gang. Like that, it's not gonna be respected, for you to go ahead and do something that's like that. But I'm glad it is. Like, I'm glad it is that she's all right. I'm glad it is that she's alive. I'm glad it is the brothers are alive and everything. Because again, stuff with the story just didn't make sense. But I had a feeling it is like it was a bit of a hoax, or I was going to say it is if this was actually true. I was going to say this: the father definitely needs to be investigated. There has to be a whole investigation on this because it's just. I said this from yesterday. I was like, something just don't sound right. This does not sound right with this story, and it's definitely something that needs to be looked into. He said, why is her brother and parents faking their death? And after not hearing from them for 5 years, they randomly posted that she died. It's kind of weird for money. And to just fall off of the internet and everything like that. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure there's the father, I think he's like a lawyer or an investor or something like that. Yeah, also with clout as well. That money can only run so, you know what I mean? Unless if it is like he like something happened to like his level of employment or something. So I was like, all right, cool. What's the next best thing? Well, hey, we get able to use Little Tay because she already has, or Claire already has that level of like exposure. So we can go ahead and say this like, hey, listen, fake the death, this, and this, blase, do a GoFundMe, boom, easy. And unfortunately, it is that you gotta be careful with some GoFundMe pages because I've been hearing a lot of times like apparently you can't put down like for emergency purposes for like rent as a form of like what you need for a GoFundMe. I news to fucking me, but yeah, just be careful with GoFundMe. Sometimes it is very sincere and genuine. The people it is that need that help and they're trying to like raise money and everything like that. Cool, but with something like this, it's like the family kind of leaving a sour taste in people's mouths, and it's not necessarily Tay's fault. It's definitely the family's fault, but it's a fame clearly ain't working for them and just go get a job. They trying to do something to keep that lifestyle. Just get a job that's just yeah, I'd say just stop exploiting like the daughter, you know what I mean? Just for little Tay's purposes, you know what I'm saying? Just stop like exploiting her, you know what I mean? and have her just out here being ignorant and doing stuff of this stuff like that is obviously not within her realms. So, hey, listen, shout out to Jamari for the video. W reaction, man. I'm off of this thing.